So what was that horrifying noise? The carpet installers. Here you can see the carpet was so large they had to lay it in the street, which is just what you want with your new carpet. And this is the flooring. It's not hardwood, it's sort of laminate, and it got all tore up, and here it is in our driveway. I was shocked by the pile, shocked, I tell you. And it's kind of unfortunate because I think they just had that installed before we moved in. It's one of those things where a lot of times house sellers do improvements and make things nicey nice, and then people like us move in and go, we don't like it, and spend money to get rid of it. So I guess it's good for contractors, but not so much for the people who spent money to make it look nice, and not so much for us who spend money to make it look nice different. So there's that.
At the house, I'm in the garage, brought up another carload of stuff, including coming in for a landing, docking bay 94, the Millennium Falcon, appropriately here parked in the garage. These guys have ripped up the floor, the actual floor. It's the laminate, hardwood, whatever. And they are now, I guess, ripping up what little carpet was left, and it's about going on 1. They said they'd be done 2, 3-ish. I was hoping I can get back, wouldn't have to wait too long. I think I'm gonna unload the car and then maybe, I don't know, go get some lunch or something and come back, because I don't think they're gonna be done in the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it takes to finish unloading the car. But mainly I just wanted to show you that I parked the Millennium Falcon. Uh-oh, watch out, Godzilla. Watch out. I'm back on the floor again. I'm still in the garage, killing some time. I'm trying to debate. I didn't go out. This is later. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm trying to decide if it's worth going anywhere. I was originally thought, since we have the 2 garages, I could use mine for something other than storing a car. Right now, I don't have a car. We share one. But even if I got one, I'm like, I could park on the street. I could park in the driveway, whatever. And then there was something where we weren't going to be able to park in our driveway, and now we can. So the point is, I can potentially use this for something else. And I have thought primarily about setting up a table and lighting so that I could film, kind of like my Toy Shot setup, but just having that all the time. This is a weird angle, I'm sorry. Not sorry enough to get up, though. But I've also been thinking I could set up some cheap racks, like the kind you get at Home Depot, like PVC plastic ones, to set up all my prints and things, and stuff I'm going to sell on eBay and Etsy and toy shows and whatever, and kind of keep that all in here separate. A, so it doesn't clutter up the house, and B, so that I could easily get access to it. Whatever. It's accessible. It's not excessive, and that's something I've talked about before. When I get a print order, usually I'm like, okay, let me dig under the bed and pull out the Tupperware, find the print I want, and then go in the other closet and get out the tube, and then, it's a lot of work to sell one print, whereas if they're all set up ready to go, like an actual inventory, it would be a lot better, so that's nice. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just getting jazzed about the ideas of what I could do in this space, knowing that it won't be living area, so I could, leave things out permanently, and it wouldn't be an inconvenience. Yes, I'm more excited than I probably sound, because I'm tired. I'm perpetual tired. I'll probably be this way for a while until the house is more settled.
They took a lunch break, and you can see the progress here. There's a couple spots they need to still do, but it's coming along quite nicey nice. And there's the gross stairs.
Give me some real competition.
All right, it's a car. What? I found that jet unexpected, that rocket, and it delighted me. I was delighted.
All right, later on, and they finished it. It was a one-day thing. You could see here the new paint, the new carpet. I love the lighting of the Venetian blinds, even though I'm not a big fan of Venetian blinds. That little door, I painted myself because I'm a painter man. And there's the stairs looking lovely as opposed to disgusting, which they did before. And the house is now ready for furniture and things to be moved in when the movers come. But for now, let's look at me being a happy gober with my carpets. La, 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 la.
Yeah, we got some s'mores for Jazz. That's right, it's me, GAZBOT, getting my s'mores. It was delicious. These, I guess, they're phasing out. I went to 2 Starbucks today in my various travels. One didn't have them, one didn't have the marshmallow it needed. The other one still had it on the menu, and I'm like, cool, I'll have that. They're like, no, we don't have it anymore. I'm like, it's on the menu. They're like, yeah, but we're phasing it out because it's not summer. It's a summer drink. I'm like, it is summer. It's August. Kids are still out of school. You're an idiot. I didn't say that. In my head, I said it. But I went to this one at a Target on the way home. I'm done with all the house stuff for today, and they had a big billboard up and a little flyer, like standee on the thing, and I'm like, if they don't have it, I'm gonna flip out. And there was a ton of people ahead of me, and I didn't want to wait a line again, which I did earlier. So I said, I'm not cutting, I promise. See, I've talked about this before. I literally went up and said, sorry, do you have s'mores? Because if you don't, I don't want to wait online. And she said, we do. And I got back online. That is the appropriate way to ask a quick question. She said no, I would have got out of line. There was no follow-up question that could have possibly been asked. Anyway, and the people that ended up being behind me could have got there quicker, But whatever, you get it. I'm having a smart zone. That sound? I hate it. It's right outside my window. I used to think it was sprinklers coming on. Then I thought it was some sort of power generator. And over the years, I finally narrowed it down to there is a water meter, like from the city, and for some reason, every few hours or so, it turns on and it squeaks. And I don't know if that's because it needs to be oiled or if that's the function. But a lot of the year, we don't have air conditioning in here, so I sleep with the window open. And if I'm trying to go to sleep or in the morning where I'm not quite, fully asleep, it drives me nuts. I hate it when I'm awake, and when I'm asleep or trying to sleep, it keeps me up. So while I've been sort of nostalgic about certain things moving, that is something that I'll be thrilled to leave behind. I've seriously thought about smashing it with a bat. So goodbye, annoying noise. Saturday, and we're really getting down to crunch time. The movers are coming Monday morning, so we have 2 full days to pack up everything that isn't packed. Most of my stuff is packed. I have 1 case I still have to empty, but there's a lot of things like dishes and clothing, which I hadn't really accounted for, and Q still has some things to pack up too. But as you can see, cases empty, nothing on the wall, cases empty. What's this? The lightsaber wall. Now the lightsaber box pile. The ever-present box pile castle. The cats love that.
I am the Duke Old. Zenaku, another Duke Org.
What do you want?
I have been awakened to carry out 3,000 years of vengeance.
What are you talking about?
There's the ever-growing box pile, and if you look, it's actually expanding over here and over here, and this is given that I have taken an average of a trip a day full the car up to the new house, sometimes more than that. Here's the kitchen. There's Star coming. Oh, that paper's for you. Wrap yourself up, get in a box. Good. And I'm over here boxing up pans and other things. Yeah, it is about 2-something in the morning, Saturday. Monday the movers are coming. I have all day tomorrow too. All my personal stuff is done. Q still has some of her personal stuff to get done. I have 2 cases in the bedroom of toys that are about half empty. And I was thinking that's all I had left, and then I was like, oh, and then I'll, whatever. But then it's like, well, the kitchen, and the kitchen's been taking forever. Packing up foods, pots, pans, just things I didn't consider. And then closets, like, oh, well, in the closets, there's some coats. Yeah, but there's also some Christmas decorations, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, way more than I thought. So I'm staying up late tonight, and I have all day tomorrow. And anything that is not packed and ready to go by Monday morning, I will either be feverishly trying to pack while the movers are here, or Monday I'll have to come back on my own and bring whatever's left in my car. So if I look tired, it's because I am. Have I mentioned that before? It seems to happen a lot lately.
Hey, it's Sunday. I am laying on a lazy boy. I just had 2 cats. Now it's down to 1 because the dog started barking outside. It's about 11:30. I got up at 11. I was up super late last night packing. And I had breakfast, watched half an episode of Power Rangers Wild Force, and now I'm going to start packing again. Also, if I wasn't pressed for time enough, I have to go back to either Lowe's or Home Depot to get more boxes and paper because I'm just about out. So I'm going to pack a few boxes and then take a trip out. Probably what I'll do is, I wanted to avoid taking 2 trips up to the house today because, again, just time. But I'll probably take a trip up to the house, stop at Home Depot or Lowe's, buy some boxes, come back, and then just pack until nighttime when I go back again to drop off Q because she's going to stay there tonight with the cats. I'm going to stay here tonight, wait for the movers. So yeah, that's that. Seems like nothing's changed, but I'm in a seat different. That's where I was before. Now I'm in a seat different. It's hours later. I've been loading up car, packing, etc. We're switching things up. Q is taking a ride up and back with some stuff, and I'm going to continue packing. And between the round trip and unloading, I'm not going to see her for 3 hours, and then we'll probably eat dinner, which I'm so looking forward to. I both for the break, both because I'm going to get some good takeout. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll love it. And I'm so de-energized. I feel like at the end of like San Diego Comic-Con or something, only it was longer and I'm still doing it. and I don't have a lot of good swag. I'll just have a nice house at the end, which I guess is a good reward. But 2 things. One, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Forget it. About 8:30. Star Commander likes being on the pile that is so high she can now mess with the lamp on the ceiling fan lamp thing. And we are still working. Getting close, can see the finish line, but I could tell I'm still gonna be up very late. Took a brief pause, break, dinner,
pizza, Game of Thrones, right back to it. No caffeine. I am out of caffeine in the house. The last caffeine I had was with like lunchish, 2, 3. I'm okay now, but I know I'm gonna need some because my hair is looking fluffy. And that's the key to knowing when you need Fiend of Calf!
Who are you looking for? Everybody's here. No, they all got waggle tails. Nobody's got their tails up yet.
Hey, it's Sunday. Well, I guess it's Monday. It's 5 in the morning. The movers will be here in 4 hours, and I'm still packing. I took Q took 2 runs up to the house. The 3rd run I went with her, dropped her off and the cats. She's sleeping there with the cats so that tomorrow when the movers come, they won't be here, and to acclimate them and blah, 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 blah. But I just got done emptying that last case, and there's sheets on the bed and stuff in the closet and a never-ending supply of things that somehow are still not packed. So the next 4 hours, I haven't slept, I'm not gonna sleep, and the next 4 hours I will be doing that. I will pause briefly at 6 when the bagel shop nearby opens to get some coffee, because while I'm okay right now, I've had a lot of caffeine, but I know it's gonna be fading soon, and physically I feel terrible. My knees hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurts, my hurt hurts, and yeah. But this is the move, peoples, baby people, and people who are babies. Babies, people. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I was feeling the crash pretty hard. I made the mistake of laying down for a second, and I could have passed out easily. So here I am looking like a zombie. It's light out, but it's that horrible sun isn't really up yet light. I do have coffee and bagels, and these are super fresh bagels, so hopefully this will charge me up to do some super deluxe work the next 2 hours so that when the movers get here, we'll be ready. We'll be ready. Baby men, baby people, baby.
All right, it's 8:20. The movers will be here in about 40 minutes. Got the bedroom done. There's some stuff in the closet, like small stuff that I got to take, and there's some garbage I got to throw away in there. I'm going to tell them, don't go in those rooms. I'll deal with it. Everything's empty. Sheets are off. There's a little bit of junk under the bed, but literal junk, like paper and stuff. I got everything else out under there. This is all empty. That's all empty. So good in here. Bathroom, don't need to worry about that. Door stays closed. Everything in the hallway they're taking doesn't need to be open, stays closed. Everything in here they're taking. These are all empty. Everything here, the cat, the futon, all this, not the cat tree, all the way back here, the amps, all this. The only things that I didn't get done in here are, there's lights in there that I wanted to take out or unplug, but I can't get to it, so I'll have to ask them to do it or do it myself later. And this whole situation here was going to be kind of broken down. We had a little Apple, mini Mac attached, which I took off. The rest of it, I'm not really sure what to do. I'm going to leave it for now. If they are like, oh, we could do it, great. If not, I'll do it later. But I'm basically going to tell them, and they got to take that off the wall too. I'm going to tell them to take care of all this stuff while I finish up in here, because in here is still not 100% done. Yeah, but I could work on it while they're here, hopefully.
Who needs sleep? Who needs rest? Not this guy. No, this guy does. Also this guy. This baby person. It's 9:30. The movers are late. I think they're going to be here closer to 10. I had the coffee and bagels around 6:30, and that juiced me up, and I got most everything else I needed to get done. All the urgent stuff anyway. And now I'm fading again, so I just opened up a soda, and
my camera phone ran out of space, but here you could see some work in progress of them disassembling the bed and taking boxes away and things.
It's about 12:30. I'd say they got at least an hour left. I've started loading up the car. I can't walk. I had Taco Bell. I had a huge Baja Blast, giant size. Caffeine's not doing it anymore. I mean, it's keeping me awake, but I'm definitely feeling sluggish. So I'm gonna finish loading up the car, and then depending on how much time they think is left, I think I'm gonna go sit in the jacuzzi, which I wanted to do last night, foolishly thinking that I'd be done with everything before 10, 11 o'clock. So let's see if the new plan works.
Well, I made it out here, and I can't believe it. Not only is there no one in the jacuzzi, there's no one in the lap pool, there's no one in the pool, there's no one sitting out here. There's always someone out here, which is half the reason I don't use it very often.
Open up Gaz house. It's 7 o'clock. I'm in Hayward. I still haven't slept. Drove up, terrible traffic, got here, had to pick up food for Q because she didn't have any food and she had no car to get food. I'm super tired. I'm super tired, and they're bringing stuff in, and I kind of have to be able to tell them where to put stuff. So I was gonna come home and go to sleep. And even though Q's here, she doesn't know all the answers because there's stuff of mine that she needs to, you know, whatever. So I also am walking down the street because they were parked in front, and so I had to park all the way down the street. But I can't leave it. Well, I can leave it there. I don't want to leave it there. A, because we have a garage, but B, it's filled with stuff, and it's a bad idea to leave a car filled with stuff parked on the street, and blah, 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 blah. I can't believe I still haven't slept. I'm drinking a root beer. This is not a Barks. Does not have bite. And the idea is that it'll have sugar, which will help keep me awake for the next hour or two while these guys are here, but not keep me up all night because I need to go to sleep because I also have to get up early tomorrow. No bite in that. No bite.
One of the movers used the upstairs bathroom, and this lovely noise occurred. Great. We later found out it was probably air in the pipes, but we were panicking that a pipe was going to burst and explode. We had to find the cutoff, which was outside, and I kind of just hoped that was right. And it was! And this is our living room, new, and here's the truck, and as you can tell, it is very dark. They were there very late, and here's the kitchen before it was filled with boxes.
Well, it's Tuesday, and feeling a little better. I ended up going to sleep shortly after that last thing I showed you. I passed out. I fell asleep on the floor with the cats, woke up, my neck hurt and my leg hurt. And I'd only been asleep for 10, 15 minutes. I don't know. Q woke me up, brought me into the bed where I had a much better night's sleep. I probably slept for 9 hours, maybe 10 hours, but I still woke up feeling hungover, like I was trying to get out of a coma. Even now, I don't feel amazing. I definitely have a hangover. And again, I'm not a drinker, but this is my version of hangover. I've been physically exerting myself, not getting enough sleep, talking a lot, etc. And yeah, so I would have preferred to sleep all day. Also, my leg really hurts, so I'd prefer not to be on my feet. The worst thing I could be doing is carrying things up and down stairs, which is what I'll be doing shortly. So I dropped Q off at work. I got some bagels and a coffee. I feel a little bit better. I sat outside while I ate them. And now I'm on my way back to the old house for possibly the last time. There's a few things I got to pick up, like one more carload worth of stuff left over. Theoretically, I should clean it a bit, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I kind of feel like we're not going to get our cleaning deposit anyway, so I'll see how much energy I have. And then here's the other problem is I can't find my keys for the house. So I can't log out officially until I give them my keys. So this is the last or second to last time I'll be there, but everything we own with the exception of the few things in the house is there now, and blah, 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 blah. Heading over there now. Still don't feel great, but much better than the last time you saw me. The old house, as I said, potentially the final time. This is the office, although you can't tell it. There's Q's board. There's a few things like that I don't know why I didn't let the movers take them. The funny thing is, in this sea of empty and garbage, there's most of my workstation still set up because I was using it yesterday. So I'll have to take that down and throw that desk out. Let me show you the rest.
Hallway's not that different, just no art on the walls, and there's our laundry. My approach, this is the bedroom, is to go into each room and empty it. You see how disgusting. It's all stuff that was under the bed for 8 years, things like that. So like, for example, there's a few things in the closet here. I'm getting everything out of the closet and then gonna close the door. There's a few things in the bathroom. I'm gonna get everything out of the bathroom and close the door. Then once I get everything out of here, I'll close the door. So it's like clearing levels and side stages, making sure I don't miss any bonuses or achievements. This is closed, why? Because it's empty. Moving into the main room. Now here's the litter box. It's gonna be a pain to move. And look, a fireplace. We've had this the entire time. We've never used it. We kept the futon in front of it. I don't know why you would ever need a fireplace in California at all. Maybe one day a year. Okay, I cleared this place out. So I'm going to close the door. Ka-ching! Another achievement! Oh, I just noticed I never took down all that green stuff. But I will leave that to the end. And here is the kitchen. So you can see I'm starting to stage stuff in the kitchen, in the living room, etc. Not very exciting, but you know, here's the process.
Hey, it's me, I'm on the floor. I've been working for an hour at least, I'm not sure exactly. Took a couple loads of garbage out. I've emptied all the rooms except for the office, which I'm in now, and the living room, which is like my staging area, this living room / kitchen. I started to vacuum the bedroom, and even though I just unclogged the vacuum the other day, there's so much dust built up from 8 years. Like, there's the normal dust, but I vacuum and dust once in a while, but it's like from the, quarter of an inch behind the shelves and all these, when we moved all the furniture, it's just like thick, almost looks like fabric. And I can't vacuum it up. I vacuum it, it clogs. I vacuum it, it clogs. So I sort of wiped it with paper towels and picked it up like pieces of cloth. But my knee is killing me. I don't know what's going on. I had surgery on my left knee. This is my right knee. I haven't injured it, but there's something It hurts, and it hurts specifically from bending down, going upstairs, carrying stuff, like all the stuff I'm doing, so it keeps aggravating. And if I lay off it, like when I woke up this morning, it wasn't that bad. It was a little bit sore. But, you know, an hour into bending down and cleaning up and going up and down stairs, and it's killing me. So I'm laying down on the floor for a minute to give it some relaxing, and I also took an ibuprofen. When I get done talking to you fellas and ladies and marsupials, I'm going to take apart, I'm looking at my desk there, I'm going to take apart that desk, take down the computer, finish staging, as it were. I also have some rugs that I have to vacuum, so hopefully those will vacuum like normal. And then I'll load up the car, and then I will go to the front office and be like, bye, here's my keys, and then I'm going to go in that jacuzzi again, because F the police. Okay, so I've been at the house about 3 hours. I just got done packing up and cleaning the computer. Everything is either, a few things are in the car, a few things are thrown out, everything else is in this area. So, totally empty. Again, it's, you know, a bit dirty, but I'm just gonna say, hey, take it out of the deposit. It's 4 o'clock. I'm supposed to go to the office at 5. They close at 6, so there's a little wiggle room. My plan was to load up the car, hopefully do it in one trip, but if not, go up and come back. I've still been loading up the first trip, and the problem is now I don't have time to do a second trip. So now I'm trying to fit everything into the car, and I think I could do it, but it's that sort of Tetris-y, also throwing certain things out that I was going to keep just to make it work. And yeah, it's not a relaxing day. What I've done right now is I have everything everything's out of the apartment. It's all here that I have to try to fit in the car, with the exception of all the food, which I plan on bringing, but now I feel like I might just have to throw out. Whoa, I almost just fell down the stairs. Okay. All right, I've got a new plan. First of all, I'm not gonna be able to jump in the pool or the jacuzzi or whatever. That plan's obviously gone. What I'm gonna do is I'm loading the car with the things that are most important: pictures, art, stuff for the cats. Then I have things like my hand truck, stepladder, things that we need and we want, but are just tools that could be rebought if necessary. Then what I'm gonna do, because I have to have everything out of the house, I'm bringing everything downstairs to my parking spot, and I'm loading all the important stuff. I mean, it's all important, but the irreplaceable stuff or the immediately needed stuff, everything else I'm gonna make a pile in my parking spot and leave it. Hopefully, in an hour or two, when I've driven home, unloaded the car, picked up Q from work and come back, it'll still be there. And if it is, great. I mean, not great because it's still a horrible day, but I'll still own those things. And if not, well, I'll be out a little bit of money. It won't be anything that'll wreck my life. Yeah. And that's it. All right, there's the completed pile I was talking about. As you can see, it's not a lot, but there's a few things like this that I couldn't possibly fit. The rest I also probably can't fit, but it's, yeah. Good luck to you, good luck. Okay, so I'm in the car, it's loaded up. I went to go check out, give them all my keys and stuff, but there is a guest pass, which I didn't have. And I said I could come back and drop it in the mailbox tomorrow, but they're like, we don't have a mailbox anymore. I'm like, well, I can mail it to you. They're like, if we don't get it when we check you out, it's gonna be $250. I'm like, well, what are we doing? Because I'm not paying that. And they're like, well, if you could get back here tomorrow morning, because there's a grace period. I'm like, okay, here's all this stuff, we'll be here tomorrow morning. They're like, no, we won't check you out at all until tomorrow morning. So the grace period is that technically I'm still not moved out. I still have the place until tomorrow morning, and then I'll check everything out. So guess what? I'm coming back to Cat Base one more time. Speaking of Cat Base, this is the litter robot. I can smell it. It's not super strong, but there's definitely a litter aroma, and it's almost completely blocking my view out here. I had to move the mirror so that when I lean up I can see out it, and if my back view, you can't see. My back view, well, yeah, it's not very good. So it's about 5:30. I'm gonna leave to go home before I pick up Q. I am going to stop at a drive-through Starbucks, or I will not be able to make it. So due to the poor he doesn't know. Due to the poor visibility of my current car situation, I decided a drive-through might not be the best situation because poor visibility. So what I did was I parked at the Target near my house, but I parked way off on the edge so I could just pull straight through and not have to worry about any traffic. And I walked in to get one. And I didn't even go look at toys. That's how tired I am. But look at this. It's a s'mores. The discontinued s'mores. The day is still terrible, but with a shining s'more heart to it. Now I'm ready to sit in traffic for an hour. So, I don't know what else to say.